Good morning, everyone. Today I wanted to give you a quick, I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but a genuine, real-world, not sponsored review of Diablo Immortal. Now, quick background, I am a Blizzard fanboy. I played Diablo 1, StarCraft 1, like, I've been a Blizzard fanboy longer than I have not. I love all their games pretty much, and I'm not what you consider a whale, but generally, anytime they come out with the game, like I'll buy the battle pass, I buy any of the paid extras, most platinum edition you can. Like I support the company, okay, so I always get whatever the best edition I can buy. Um, and I was kind of excited when Diablo Immortal was announced. It was like everybody else, I kind of wanted Diablo 4, but hey, a phone game, possibilities are there. However, now that the game has come out, um, I just want to talk about a few of the things that mostly I'm disappointed. However, there's a couple cool things in the game. I don't mind. So you logging, and this is one of those things like any other mobile game. And let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, the whole pay to win thing. Like this is not new, and like every other reviewer out there, like it's pretty much this is how all the future. This is mobile games in the last 5 years are like you have the game and it'll let you progress very quickly, so you get addicted to it, you feel powerful, and then you're gonna hit this wall. And then unless you give us $5 for this thing, you're gonna have some issues. Uh, all right. Now there's so much to cover in this game. Now, this is the part. Let's go ahead and start off with some good things. They did put a lot of thought into this, and it's very MMO-like, which is actually the part I hate the most about it. So, like depending on the clan thing, you're a shadow or an immortal thing. Like I like the aspect of sort of having a clan, so you can have people to go around and do stuff with each other. That's kind of neat, but we had that in Diablo 3 with the communities and stuff like that, so once again, not new. Now, this game is very MMO-like. You see these other guys running around. I hate this. I absolutely hate the fact that if I go into a game, I have other people running around, because last night we were trying to do this quest that you'll see on my screen, this Hilton Cool's Hidden Chambers quest. Now, the whole point is you're supposed to go to this library map and just grind monsters until they drop the thing. And that wouldn't be so bad, except you have other people in here grinding. Text, reading a little thing on the right side. Boom, man. Little things like that, cool. There's all sorts of little side quests. I appreciate that. It does make it, see, now you got all these guys running around trying to farm this stuff. So I was with the group last night. We farmed this map for like an hour. Freaking hour, just literally just walking in circles, farming these mobs, which do spawn very quickly. I give them that. The respawn rate's pretty high. But the problem is like an hour. I spent an hour grinding, and look, you'll see my progression over here on the left. 0 out of 5. We gained like a level and a half of XP, which was sweet. But once again, I do not like that. If I'm in Diablo, and this is a click looter shooter kind of game thing, and I'm grinding, it takes me an hour, and I have gotten not one of the 5 things that I need in the Diablo kind of game. That's fucking outrageous. Okay, that's insane. I gained a level and a half of Paragon, so we were killing at least 1,000 mobs. It was pretty ridiculous how we were very efficient. And it's very weird, like I'm not sure with MMO stuff, like when you tag a mob, how much XP. Because I don't think it's like WoW, where the first person to tag it gets most of the chunk. I think as long as you somehow, from my judgment, if you damage the mobs, you're getting the XP and the loot from it. So that's kind of good, but I'm still like, I haven't seen any hard evidence of like who's getting the quest items. Anyways, it's very frustrating that I sat here for an hour to grind something, and XP is fine. You get XP and you get lots of loot, which you can disenchant for the materials, which you need an ungodly amount. Okay, we got a side quest here I haven't seen before. It takes an ungodly amount of resources to level up gear. So much. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. If you haven't played the game, this is one of those things about the game that's absolutely horrendous. In order to upgrade, do things, the amount of resources you need buy with currency and money and other things, it's just it's outrageous. It really does suck. But once again, that's that pay to win model of feel really powerful at first, and then doing things is easy. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 you're weak, and you're lacking behind the monsters, and everything's just really difficult. And that's not a fun feeling. It's kind of it really does suck when you feel really powerful. The game is fun. Now all of a sudden, like, everything's killing you. You want to go to the next dungeons, and you can't do it because you're behind or you don't have this stuff available. Not a fun feeling at all. And the same thing goes for the level caps and stuff. There's a lot of XP gates. So as you're leveling up, and you can find this on like the Max Roll GG website and such. There's a lot of stuff that if once you hit a level, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, like I'm level 50. Yeah, I'm level 51 when I finish this zone. Guess what? You need to be level 54 to go to the next zone. Damn, really? Then I have to grind 3 levels. And that kind of stinks. Yeah, look at that. New side quest. Haven't. So once again, pros to that, they did put a decent amount of content in this game, and right now what you're seeing, this is like the PC port, which does not look as good. Like, this game looks really good on a phone. I've got a Galaxy 22 Ultra. This game looks really, really good, and it really is optimized onto cell phones. Don't get me wrong. This kind of reminds me of Diablo 2. Like, the graphics are kind of grainy. Yeah, so we came in. This guy was already killing that yellow mob. Got some loot. So, the MMO part of this is like, it's nice in a way, but then it's super frustrating. Still, like, we killed all that stuff, and we didn't get any. We still don't get any progress on whatever this quest is. Like, it's so frustrating. It just means like there's just so much more time that I have to sink into this. I don't like that at all. Once again, though, most things in here drop some kind of loot, salvage stuff. But even then, like, the amount of materials you get from salvaging here is really underwhelming. I don't like that at all. Here we go. So this gear that I'm looking at it. One thing I really did like is if you get a legendary, and it's the wrong legendary, so long as you had a duplicate of the one that you did like, as long as it kind of works like the cube in Diablo 3. You can extract the essence, and yet if you get a better piece of legendary leggings or whatever, like, we're looking at legs now. So if I got a better one, I can equip the better one. Does not have the special effect I need. Then you can go take the special effect of the one you do have in your cube, put it over there, and it essentially reforges the whole piece of gear. So just for example, out of here. Well, it is kind of frustrating to do with this on your this game definitely is optimized for the phone and not the computer, so there's certain things trying to click on stuff doesn't want to work versus if you're using your finger. All right. So like with my pants, I have Cough's Unrelenting Fury, and if I've extracted this essence, and if another pair of legendary pants dropped which had a higher score or whatever, they were just better, I would equip that and then go to the essence person town. And you can see the little icon right here. Little icon right there. It means that's what I've done. Is a better piece of gear dropped, and I extracted the essence legendary piece that I needed. Then it essentially just turns whatever gear you're wearing, it turns it into the old legendary. Kind of cool. Still keeps the same stats and everything that's on the original piece of gear, but it just gives you the legendary effect and replaces the one you're wearing. I do like the shit out of that. So basically, it doesn't like cuck you from like you're just stuck wearing this piece of gear because you need that effect for like a 6-piece or whatever for your build you're running. I like that you can just basically keep that going. That part I think is phenomenal. Really well done with that. Here we go. Some more pay to win. All right, so let's go back to town. I do like transportation system. It's not awful. The fact you can teleport, auto navigate to everything, you know, not too shabby. Especially on a phone or something when you literally can't be holding. You do get tired when on your phone. You do get tired of like holding your thumb to move all the time. So the auto nav, not bad. This part though, because this is one of the huge parts of the game where you have the Elder Rift and the Challenge Rifts. Now, Elder Rifts here, let's talk. Here we go, we got our daily. We have two kinds of crests. These are called crests to modify. Now, you don't need these. You don't need crests to run these maps. However, if you don't have crests, you get almost no, like, let's just off and you'll loot down here. This is it. Just doing a bare, I call it a bare naked or bare ass rift with no crests. Get some XP, this little, what is this? The Fading Ember, and a chance. And I like it. They don't give you the number, a chance to get rare or legendary equipment. And honestly, on a naked rift, I've never gotten a legendary drop. I haven't even seen a legendary gem drop on naked rift. You always have to have some kind of modifier. So generally, you know, at least a rare crest, you have a decent chance of getting like a gem to drop. I will say that with these legendary crests, when you have 3 of those things equipped, that's, yeah. Normally when I've run with a good group and we all had some of these, like a crap load of stuff will drop. Like generally a legendary or 2 and like 3 or 4 legendary gems. Now, in case you didn't know this, literally like 80% of the game is going to be centered around this right here. You need to get these gems, because gems is how, I hate to say it, but gems are basically sets of gear. Like, you get this one gem, and it does the effect of like what a 4-piece set on Diablo 3 would have done. You need it. You need 6 of these gems to give you these effects to make your build like work. And unfortunately, the only way to get this stuff is from these rifts, and you need to use these crests to get them. In order to level up the gems to get the effects you need to get duplicate copies of said gem, and just the and it. This is the part where I start losing my shit on how upset I get with how they develop this game to be pay to win. Because don't get me wrong, I don't care about pay to win games. I genuinely don't. I understand there's people out there that don't have money and you can play a game and have fun and not spend $1. And kudos to those people. However, I understand pay to win because there's people, and I'm a perfect example, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to sink 5 to 6 hours a day into a game to grind certain things out, where if maybe I only have an hour today, or like I know tomorrow when I go to my job, I'm going to work a 16-hour shift, and I'm going to get 4 hours of sleep that night to go work another 16 the next day. I'm not going to be able to touch this game. I might be able to log in the bathroom to like get my daily things or something, but I'm not going to have time to run the 8 bounties. I'm not going to have time to run my rift or whatever. So there's times where like, okay, if I throw $20 at this game, I can make up for the things that I missed out on. And that'll kind of like, it's not even, I don't even consider that pay to win. I'm trying to pay to keep up with everybody else at that point. But then it is pay to win because you see the whales out there, and there's YouTube videos and streamers of these guys who are dropping thousands of dollars in this game to already level up their stuff. And, man, they are just overpowered as hell. I won't touch PvP in this game because it's all whales. Guys who've got like 10 grand into a character and will literally one-shot you. Not fun. First kill a day. I mean, it's like any other phone game where you have your daily rewards. Like, thank you for logging into the game. Here's a thing. Oh my god, these Elder Rifts. Like, and that just sucks. Like, you have to have this. I like, oh, your blessing. So you run 3 of these and you'll get some extra loot. Whoop-de-doo. Turn up to 3 additional blessed chests by completing an Elder Rift. You know what? Let's do it. Over here. Why not? We'll just go in here by ourselves. And that's another thing. Perfect example right here. Like, this game is set up not be fun solo. So most of this game, like I did most of my leveling done by myself, solo. And that's fine, because that's how I kind of like, I like that part of Diablo. That's honestly one of the reasons why Diablo 3, wow, a legendary, cool. We got a legendary right off the bat. I've always liked Diablo games because unlike MMOs and stuff, like I don't need people to run them. I don't need to rely on a guild or set schedules. I don't need 20, like I played World of Warcraft for 50 on every level, from casual as hell to 40-hour-a-week competitive, trying to be #1 guild. So been there, done that. I don't have the time for it anymore. I just don't. Like, I don't have the drive. I can't one, and I can't deal with the freaking Zoomers that get offended by everything in games. Like, hard to do. And Diablo was a great alternative, because you can just sit here and log in. Don't need anybody else to have a good time. I can run 95% of the content in that game, whatever I want to do, whether it's quests, farm achievements, anything you want to do in that game, you can do solo. And part of it, like, in order to do something like the challenge rifts and stuff, or the greater rifts, so you have to do those solo. And I like that. Now, if there's stuff I want to do, like grind with my buddies, that's such an easy thing to do. And then your power level, it was very, the game is perfectly set up. I've always enjoyed the Diablos. I love Diablo 3. Kind of, it ran a long time and we ran out of content, but they've done a lot of good stuff with it. It is what it is. Now this game very, very frustrating. And part of it is once you get to level 60, you're like, okay, cool, thank God. And the grind was hellacious. Once again, it's set up behind XP walls. In order to get behind the XP walls, the quickest way to do it, because that's the thing, there's no more content. Like, there's no more quests. When you do your bounties, and you're level gated, like, oh, you need to be level 56 to go to the next part of this quest, and you're 51. Guess what? Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, you're either just running around clicking monsters for 6 hours to try to get 4 levels, or the way you have to get around it is you do things for the battle pass in the codex. I'll show you here in a second. You kill this Rift Guard, I'm going to show you guys. And I don't think that's very fair, that I'm just stuck. Like, I can't do anything. I have to do this battle pass thing to get XP. Now, the battle pass, when you level the battle pass up, so far from what I've seen, like, it gives you a full level. It gives you like a full level of XP, and it's pretty much a guaranteed level up. All right, so here we go. Solo. That's it. Here's one thing I really do like. You get a blacksmith at the end of all these runs. You get a little blacksmith to show up and you could salvage your crap. So you could essentially just keep farming these, not have to run all the way to the part of the town with the blacksmith. That's a nice little convenience thing. However, so we got a new legendary. Let's go unlock it. So let me show you guys this battle pass thing. So we're in Hell One. So if you were running out of things to do and you needed 3 levels to get to your next quest line, you have to go to your codex here, and this is what you got to do. You have to level up your battle pass. Once you do these activities, level up this battle pass, you get it pretty much, you're guaranteed a level, especially when you're leveling up and you're not 60, you're guaranteed you're going to get a level. You hit this battle pass, you level up the battle pass, your character gains a level. Guaranteed. Whether you were level like 10 or you were level, like, that's how I was getting from 55 to 60. I was battle passing. I was farming dungeons to get, 20 points per dungeon. Boom. And that was quicker than just running around clicking monsters for hours, because that's it. Only ways you were getting XP. Straight grinding, or you're grinding a dungeon to get battle pass points. And honestly, I kind of thought that was annoying, but unfortunately, that's what's your in-game content. Once you hit 60, that's pretty much all you're going to be doing. Because it takes so much XP to get paragons, and you running around just clicking monsters, that's ass. That takes forever. Do like the little auto navigation thing, that's kind of fun. So yeah, once I got level 60, it was like, okay, now you need paragons to do this. You need to go run these dungeons. Unfortunately, oh, what did we get? Other coughs? Alright, so we got the same thing, but this one is better. Death chance. So equip and transfer. Create it. And that's what I did last night. I was playing with a bunch of like high level Paragon guys who were grinding Temple of the Day because I'll show you. So alright, so for today, see right here, the Temple of Namari. Just for today. So for today, Temple of Namari has a chance to give you, for this week, has an extra chance to give you that piece of gear or a legendary. And it gives you 20 battle point. A Temple of Namari, in case you aren't familiar with it, this is the farming one. Okay, Temple of Namari takes with 4 people who know the dungeon, it takes less than 5 minutes. From start to finish, it takes less than 5 minutes to clear this temple. You'll get your 20 points. Now on top of that, so this is where people basically, you're just farming this thing over and over again because one, it's giving you set gear. Is it the set gear you need? Mostly not, but the fact is it's still, you're getting gear, getting materials to salvage. There's a little bit of XP in there, and you're getting battle pass points. That's what's going to give you your XP, is the battle pass. So you're getting in 5 minutes, get 20 things. You can clear this, I mean, probably 30 minutes. A really good group, probably 30 to 45 minutes, you can get enough clear enough of these to level up a battle pass. And that's giving you a full level of Paragon. Plus the XP and loot you're getting in there, like I'd say in an hour you can get 2 levels. And for Paragon, like, that's not bad. And honestly, from what I'm reading on Reddit and these other websites, like, that's honestly the most efficient way to do it. And that kind of sucks. Trade that for... And this is another thing too, man. This is where the pay-to-win shit... Oh, it's killing me because you need so many materials. Like, these are low. This is level 4 and 5 gear. This is nothing. This is pump chain. I am not well geared at all. So you get tons of these. The scrap materials, you get lots of that. The glowing shards, these are much more rare. But these right here, this Enchanted Dust, drops so infrequently. And it's not like in Diablo 3, where if you disenchant a blue piece of gear, you get the blue dust. Yellow piece of gear, you get the enchanted shard thing. Legendary gets you the ember. Not like that in Diablo Immortal. Right, this kind of RNG. You can disenchant a whole page of yellows and you'll get a lot of scrap and then like 2 the yellow essences. It is horribly imbalanced. And it's designed that way. So you have to come over to this guy right here and buy his shit. So now, in order for me to get this Enchanted Dust, which never drops, I need to spend 10 scrap. And this is the part of this is, ugh, I'm getting mad just thinking about it. This is so horribly imbalanced. And look at this, for one, and then 4,000 scrap. 4,000 scrap for one of these crystals to upgrade your secondary stuff. Show you what the... These are your secondary. So here we go. I want you guys to see this. Look at what you need. You need 50. You need 50 of these shards. Only 75 scrap. 50 of these shards to level up one of these set pieces over here. Your secondary. 25. Oh, I can level up my ring. So let's go back and I want to show you the that ratio here. One of these costs 4,000 scrap. I'm not even going to break down the math here because it's going to be in the hundreds of thousands. If you were to upgrade all of your secondaries one time, just one level, and they go up multiple levels. Like you see all my main gears like level 4 and 5. I can't even do the secondary gear yet because it costs so much to do. It's unreal. And this is on it. This is bullshit. This is complete bullshit that oh it just has me so hot thinking about how they screw this up to making leveling gear so pay to win. Because guess what? If you want more, and I like that, tell me how to get more. Nope, it's not even gonna do. Oh yeah, there we go. If you want to get certain stuff, you need orbs. So insane how much my resource. There you go. How do you get more? Challenge rifts, 50 material. Challenge rifts. And even those, like challenge rifts start ramping up to the point where, okay, you can't go any higher because my gear is this. So then how am I supposed to, because that's it, that's the only two ways to get this gear. You saw that. Only two ways to get that material is a challenge rift and buying it from this guy. Well, challenge rifts kind of ramp up fairly quickly. So eventually you're going to get to a point where, okay, I can't progress any further on this challenge rift because my gear is stuck. But the only way to get gear materials is to progress in challenge rifts or buy it. And now you see once again, now this pay to win dilemma starts coming into where like eventually you get to a cap. Either you somehow have to sink lots and lots of hours in or go with a group. Hopefully you can get a group of whales to carry you. Then you might be able to get some gear in there. It's just not set up for solo players. This game has completely like taken out the whole solo aspect of Diablo, which is what I loved about it. That's why I wanted this game. I was like, cool, if I can have Diablo on my phone and I can run my rifts and just farm stuff and do all this stuff on my phone and not have to deal with other people, that's perfect. However, they've taken that away. Because once you hit level 60, you now go to the hell difficulty. And unfortunately, some of these dungeons, guess what? You can't solo. You literally can't even enter the dungeon unless you have a party of 2. So now I'm being forced into the MMO part of this game. You are forced into it, where you have to play with at least 2 people. And hopefully that other person knows what they're doing, or then you're going to die and you can't kill the dungeon. So it's like I'm absolutely, that like, blows my mind. That sucks because there's dungeons you need to farm. I'll show you, I do like that they told you where to get your gear. Like, so I'm trying to build the Vengeance, this set of gear. All right, so I need all this stuff to make it work. Now, thankfully, click on, like, okay, I need these gloves. How do I get the gloves? This perfect example, Mad King's Breach. Hell, level 2. So I can't even farm this damn piece of gear until I can somehow get to Hell difficulty level 2. So I need to somehow get gear to get strong enough to get to this difficulty, but I can't get the set piece that I need. Oh, and by the way, Mad King's Breach is one of the dungeons that once you get Hell difficulty, you need to have 2 people. You can't solo dungeons. Once you get level 60 and go to high difficulties, you cannot solo a dungeon. It won't let you. You have to have another person. I fucking hate that because it's like I don't want to play an MMO. If I wanted to play a good MMO that worked, I'll go back to Warcraft. I'll go back to Lost Ark where there's a player base and the game actually is an MMO and makes sense. This game is a shit hybrid of Diablo looter shooter kind of clicky game that wants to be an MMO, and it's a horrible. It's like you half-assed 2 things and put it together and made us pay a lot of money. I would have rather you full-ass one of those. Either make this a full MMO or make this a full looter shooter clicky game. Like, I'm good with that, but you just half-assed both things, and now we have this abomination of just time sinks, money sink, and you're just stuck. And that's kind of where I finally hit. Like, I hit level 60 yesterday morning, and I was grinding and trying. I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? Diablo 3, it's pretty easy. Now you're starting to hit your rifts, and you need to get your set pieces, paragons. Like, there's a flow to it, and then it is. Then Diablo 3 becomes, yes, it is very grindy in order to progress, but you're just farming XP, and farming is easy. And honestly, depending on how many builds there are, it's kind of fun. It's not so much in this game. Like, it really, like a piece of gear in these set, like, it doesn't just make things easy. What's another one? Oh yeah, this raid. There's a raid now that I've tried several times, but this is part of that MMO thing. Let's see. Join a raid. So it's essentially a boss with 8 players. That's what a raid is. You have 8 players killing a thing. And people die, and you can... I don't think there's a limit, but you can resurrect people. Kind of nice. But the problem is like any other MMO, I've looked up... Before I go into a boss fight, like I watch a YouTube video. I look up a guide. What does this boss do? How do I beat it? What is the strat? Most people in these kind of games don't. They just go in there, and this is just... They just click, 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 click. Boom, 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 boom. And then they die. And this becomes very, very frustrating because I haven't cleared this dungeon, this raid yet, because I keep getting groups of people that have not looked up the one mechanic that insta kills everyone, and we just keep dying. And then people, that casual mindset of, oh, we wipe one time and then everybody quits the raid. So I'm stuck now behind a quest that I can't complete because I can't solo it, and I cannot find a group that sit here for 30 minutes and let's learn the fight and then we kill it, because it's very easy. It's such an easy boss that it does have an insta wipe mechanic. And now I'm stuck, so I can't go on to parts of this game because I'm forced to play with other people. And it's just like, that sucks. And I can't pay to win around that. So highly, highly frustrating. Let's look at the other stuff. Paragon's pretty easy. Oh, so many things. The quest thing's kind of neat. Warband. These people were ever online. See, we have... Once again, they try to take MMO aspects, put it in this game. They're just not great. Really, really not great. So, no. I had a lot of hopes for this. I really did think this was going to be... I was really hoping like maybe a Diablo 3, but on my phone. And I would be cool with that. This is a horrible, horrible MMO experience that is gated terribly behind XP, daily quests that are just horrendous. And once again, like, there's even things you can't pay to win around. I can't clear content with a group if the group is stupid, and can't pay to win around that. Even like the best whale. Don't get me wrong, like he is geared as hell, but fight a raid boss, like he does percentage based attacks. Most geared whale is not gonna be able to solo this game. So I don't know. Honestly, like I'm not happy with the game. I know this went on a little longer, but I just want you guys, like, I'm a fanboy. I'm such a Blizzard fanboy, and I love most of their stuff, and I support them, even if I don't care about the game, but I think Blizzard really, I think they fucked up pretty bad with this game. It's awful, not fun for a day or two. Then once you get past the fun part, and it's just a tedious grind. Even if I pay more money, it's still not going to be any less tedious. It's not going to change. This MMO experience is awful. 15 gigs of data on my phone. It's just not worth it. Truly is not worth it. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at Blizzard for doing a pay-to-win model, because that's the future of games. That's supposed to... Transactions, microtransactions, and games that release half developed, and then they want to sell you the rest of the content as season pass or battle pass or DLC for the future. Like, that's been our thing for the last decade. High-speed internet came out. Game developers decided that they could, and essentially they could screw us over. You can give us half of a game and call it an alpha. Just keep releasing it for the next 10 years. Pay money. We enable it. We as gamers have enabled this. No going back. This is the future of games, guys. I hope you realize that, because I've seen so many thousands and thousands of salty pay-to-win comments. this is it. That's what gaming is going to look like forever. I mean, fortunately, they didn't give us a well-polished game. Like, at least with Call of Duty. I'll use that as an example. I don't mind Warzone. Warzone Battle Pass, because I'm paying for skins, and there's nothing there's nothing in Call of Duty you can pay for that gives you any advantage in the game, except from the rose skin. But it's all cosmetic shit, which is just makes you feel or looks cool, right? But there's nothing that will give you a tactical or a gamer advantage over anybody else in these battle passes. So that's not pay to win. That's pay to look cool or something. This, on the other hand, this game is straight up. This is pay to win. Straight up, like, you're gated by XP, and like, unless you drop money, you're not gonna be able to level up these gyms, which is weak. You'll never be able to PvP. Go ahead. I dare you, try it. Go to PvP and watch what happens when you come upon your first whale, and that guy is sitting there farming the spawn point. As soon as you resurrect from being dead, boom, you're dead. It's not fun. This game is not fun. After you, it really gets not fun pretty quick. And unfortunately, like, you know, I'd say I've dropped $100 into it. Dropped $100 into the battle pass. I bought a few little packs just because, once again, I wanted to see like how much of a head start with, like, really didn't really do much. All the gyms, everything costs a lot. Let me show you this too. See something really crazy. Show you the market. Brought back the real life auction house. So you're gonna pay money for legendary gems and things that the whales are farming. Show you this. The last thing I'm gonna click. Let's go ahead. These legendary gems. Boom. All right. This will cost you 64 platinum. So you need to have look at this. At least it gives you a conversion. So you need to purchase. Look at this. Look how quick that went into going to my shop to get money. I want to buy this thing. Oh, you don't have it. You need 6,100 orbs. How do I? Oh, there you go. 6,100 orbs. It'll cost you $100 flipping dollars, and it even gave you a little red dot. See how it gives you this little red check over here that shows you which one you need to click. So you need to have, like, that's insane. Just absolutely insane. $100 for a gem. But that's the pay to win, because you have to have this gem. Have to have this gem in order to make the build work, to get the thing. And at least, though, here's that. I mean, it's a 5. Oh my god, and it's only a 3-star. I didn't even notice this. See all these stars here with the question marks? So you don't even know how. These aren't even, holy shit. Okay, so I'm gonna give you real quick. God, man, this just keeps going on how awful this game is. So these are 2-star gems. In order to get those to 5-star, you need to have like 50 copies of that gem to keep leveling it up. So this is already right here. This is almost $100 for one of these gems. Do the math real quick. You're talking tens of thousands of dollars to level up one gem to full level, based on current prices. Are you flipping kidding me? That's the state of the game, guys. This is the future. Diablo Immortal. Thousands and thousands of dollars if you want to pay to win, be competitive. So yeah, the game is garbage. Do not play it. I wish I could get a refund back, but hey, I got my money. I got my several hours of enjoyment out of it. I'm definitely uninstalling the 15 gigs of this off my phone. Yeah, probably gonna not mess with it. Just Call of Duty. Suck. See.